What's poppin' T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade Go Season 2, Episode 5. This is the mid-season finale. The show won't be back for 2 weeks. But first, I want to let you all know that my feature film, Paper Heart, is now available on Tubi. Please stream it. Tubi is a free app. You don't have to pay for anything. You can stream Tubi on any device that you have, your smart TV as well. So you can watch it from home on your television screen. I have had nothing but positive feedback on the film. Everyone loves it. It truly has been a work of art. Everybody outdid themselves. I'm just so happy that everyone is loving the movie. So please check out Paper Heart right now on Tubi. Also, this week I did an episode of Spill the Tea where I gave you all a bunch of behind the scenes tea from the horse's mouth, Courtney Kemp, on this season of Ghost. So make sure you all check that video out if you have not watched it. Now let's get into tonight's review. So Zeke goofy ass gets off for the Ramirez murder. He still, however, has an attitude with Auntie Monet for basically putting him in this position. She's still very remorseful because she feels like, she fucked up her son nephew's life. Of course, he still does not know that she is his mommy dearest, but she feels really guilty for everything that she has done here lately. So Monet calls Carrie Dad honey and threatens that hoe to stay the fuck away from her. Stay the fuck away from Zeke. Act like you don't know me, bitch. Act like you don't know Zeke, bitch. Stay the fuck away. Keep you and your old crepit pussy the fuck away from my nephew son hoe, or you will see about me. Come see about me. Carrie was like, okay, no problem. All right, girl, you ain't never got to worry about me no more. So then Monet meets up with Dante fine ass and at the bar. She calls him down to the bar, child, to tell him that they don't need to work together no more. She don't need his little funky $3 million. Zeke is off, so peace be gone, because she can't do this shit with him, because every time she around him, she want to throw that pussy at him. She want to throw that coochie at him on some real love. I'm searching for real love type shit. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, that's all good, Monet. You know what I'm saying? But I can offer you the life that you always wanted. You don't have to struggle with me. I can set you and your kids up with a trust fund. You know what I'm saying? Not just Zeke, but your other kids too. Why sit up here and struggle for a life that you don't even fucking want, when you could just come over here with me, baby, and it could be easy as pie? So she looking like, Dante, don't do this to me. Oh my God, don't do this to me. And he tried to kiss her. She like, no, Poppy, I will not do that. I will not do that. This is Lorenzo pussy. No. He was like, look, just think about it. Think about it. I got you, boo. I got you. And I was like, girl, what is the problem? What more does he have to say, baby? I would have been gave it up. Would have been said, fuck them kids, and moved over there in the penthouse with him and the samurai chef, baby. You would have never had to say nothing to me, baby. I would have been the queen of the castle. Them kids could have a little ragged ass house in Brooklyn or wherever the fuck they in, the Bronx or whatever. Y'all stay over here if y'all want to. But mama is moving on up. Baby, fuck Lorenzo, bitch. I'm over here with Mecca, baby. He can protect me, even though she don't know that Mecca is Dante. And when she finds out, ooh, it's gonna be trouble. But baby, Dante wouldn't have had to say nothing else to me, bitch. I would have said, fuck them kids immediately. So we find out that Yaz's court hearing will be, I think, in the next like 24 hours or whatever, because Tariq is trying to get little mama back, trying to be her guardian, because Granny over there drinking fits of vodka and shit and drinking Crown Royal and shit, so he can't trust that hoe. So in class, Carrie just started attacking Tariq in front of everybody about karma, and ain't that right, Tariq? Don't you believe in karma? And And everybody was looking like, damn, bitch, is this that time of the month? And Tariq was like, I guess I believe in karma. And she was just going real hard, and even Tate was looking at her like, girl, is it that time of the month? Chill the fuck out. Why are you attacking a student? But we all know that she was really butthurt over the Jabari thing, because now she thinks that he has something to do with Jabari's murder, because she read Jabari's book, and it sounds like that the book was about Tariq, which it was. So Monet then pulls up on Tariq because nigga, you lied to me. You know what I'm saying? You did not tell me that you had something to do with this Ramirez shit. You and Kane sitting up here lying to me. I can't trust none of you niggas. I told you what would happen if you lied to me. So, he apologized or whatever. She was like, nah, what you gonna have to do to regain my trust is you need to find out who in the fuck Kane's connect is, and you bet not let him know that you following him. Once you do that, maybe you get back in my good graces. So he was like, bet, I'll do anything. And she was like, all right, you do that and get the fuck out my car, and left this nigga in the middle of nowhere. This has become an ongoing joke about these motherfuckers just leaving and dropping Tariq off wherever the fuck they want to, and him having to find an Uber or the train back home. That shit is fucking hilarious to me. So Carrie tells, I think that white officer's name is Kevin or whatever. He get on my motherfucking nerves, and I sort of think he racist. And Kamal, that Jabari's book is about Tariq and maybe about Braden too. So they all arguing back and forth about is it not, da 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 da. Kevin's still trying to pin this shit on Zeke any fucking way he can. I'm like, boy, sit your ass down. Don't you fucking know Black Lives Matter? Bitch, I'm sick of him. So Monet tells Kane to find out what Tariq's weaknesses are. So now she's pitting both of them against each other unknowingly, because she don't like the fact that his little ass and got a little bit too comfortable with her and don't fear her. And she rules by fear. So she want to know what this little nigga love so she could use that against him. And I was like, see, Monet, this is where I fuck with you. So Carrie then tells Lauren that Braden might be a drug dealer on campus, and she was like, really? And she was like, yeah. She's like, you think Tariq might have anything to do with it? She was like, no, I don't think Tariq knows or whatever. She's like, but I need to tell him. And she was like, no, you don't. Keep that shit to your motherfucking self. Baby girl, I'm the man for the big B. Hey, like, girl, keep your motherfucking mouth shut. Like, Carrie is playing the fuck out of Lauren, and she is being so unethical, like she always is, and using this little po girl because you want to be out here slinging your old pussy to goddamn students. So Lauren is still wearing the Rolex, which is wired. Then Braden returns to their dorm room to find Kane there looking for Tariq once again. And I must say this, for somebody that could potentially be accused of murdering Ramirez, this motherfucker, even before planting Ramirez's badge in Tariq's drawer, why would he constantly be going up to the school where the shit happened? Writers, make that make sense. He would be trying to stay clear from that damn school. There's cameras everywhere, and they see this man coming back and forth to this school that does not go here. Kane would not be that dumb if he's trying to distance himself from the Jabari murder. Why would he steadily be coming up to this goddamn school? Make it make sense, writers. Come on now, y'all. That's dumb. Dumb as fuck. So he looking for Tariq, and Braden trying to cover for him. Like, I don't know where he is. He might be with his girlfriend. Knock, knock, knock. It's Lauren at the door. So boom, he's not with his girlfriend, and Kane now peeps that this nigga is lying to him. So he was like, what's up, light skin? What's good? And she looking like, ew, are you the help? What the fuck is going on? I'm not talking to anybody that got a wave cap on his head. Gross. So she was like, where's Tariq? And he was like, shit, I don't know. I thought he was with you. And she was like, we were supposed to be going to look for apartments. Like, why would you just be telling all your business in front of people that you don't fucking know? Like, ugh. So of course Kane is peeping everything. So now he's seeing that Lauren will probably be a weakness for Tariq because that's his girl for Ren. And I think that Tariq will care about Lauren, but I'm wondering, will he throw her under the bus just like he did Diana on today's episode? Because I really feel like Tariq is going to be one of those characters that really don't give a fuck about nobody except for, Yas, to be honest with you. And Big Mama. He love her to an extent too, but other than that, he don't really give a fuck about nobody. I think he's going to be a lot like his daddy. So Tariq then meets up with his conservator to ask him to represent him in court. At first, dude was like, no, can't do that. That's towing the line. But Tariq was like, I really need my little sister. Like, I don't want her to be in foster care. So he was like, I'll do it. You do it, but you better be on motherfucking time because I'm not playing with your ass. So Kane complains about Tariq to Mecca. Like, Mecca has become his goddamn therapist. He tell this man everything, not even realizing that he's playing the fuck out of him and basically getting all the tea from him and just sitting back and playing puppet master. So Mecca gives him the advice to, because I'm sorry. So Kane was basically telling him that he was mad that his mama didn't go in as hard on Tariq as he thought that she would, or whatever. That whole jealousy thing is still there for him. And so Mecca was telling him, don't let your mama choose Tariq. Like, get in there and do what the fuck she's telling you to do. Find the tea that she's wanting you to find on little nigga and do what the fuck you need to do. Don't let her choose this little nigga over you. So Zeke pops up at Drew's Boo Everett's room right when Everett told him that he probably gonna be moving away to try to be in the NBA. I just don't give a fuck about this storyline, to be honest with you. Everett don't look like he played a damn football, child. That little nigga look like he played lacrosse. Like, girl, okay. Zeke pop up with Monet, her color, like, just looking a mess, just dumb as ever, but that's his character. And he talking about, I'll probably be able to get back in the league now. I'm good. I'm happy. just jolly green giant. And he was like, what you doing here, Drew? Like, how y'all know each other? And Drew was like, the night everything happened, that's how we met. He was like, oh, okay, it just goes over his head. And so Everett was like, oh, you lie easy. And he was like, girl, you want me to tell him? Because it ain't no problem. And Everett shut the fuck up then. I was like, yeah, bitch. You the one that want me to keep me in the closet. So Tariq meets with Diana and asks her for a favor because he needs some product in order to get him an apartment for him and Yas, because Monet has shut down Course Connect or Correct or whatever the fuck it is because she don't trust his ass right now. And she was like, look, I help you, but with one stipulation, I need a favor too. Diana finally getting hip to his ass, stop letting him use her, stop leading with her heart, and use her mind. Use your heart and not your mind. Maybe just relax your mind. You got time and I got time. Yeah. She needs to listen to SWV and just switch them words around. So she was like, look, I need for you to tell me anything you know about Kane. Like, I need to know what he is up to, because I know that he switched that coke for some motherfucking sugar to get back in with my mama. And so now Tariq was like, damn, it all makes sense. Like, damn, he played the fuck out of me. So they agreed to help each other. So Diana then goes to Kane and tells Kane that, Tariq needs some product. And he was like, I ain't doing shit for that little nigga. She was like, I bet you will. Because I will go tell mommy dearest that you switched the coke for sugar to get back in good. He was like, why you gonna do all that? See, this one I don't like your ass. And he was like, I do it. Damn. And so they part ways. And I was like, see, Diana, you using what your mama told you. Like, everything that she doing ain't that bad, because you learning the game now and stop letting these niggas punk you. So Lauren is then questioned once again by Kamal, and I think Kevin might have been in the room and Kara Dad might have been there or whatever. So they want her now to they listened to the wiretaping, and they heard the conversation between her, Braden, and Kane. They was like, who is this third person? She was like, he said his name was Lorenzo or whatever. Kevin figures it out that that is Lorenzo Tejada Jr., and they putting two and two together now. And they want her to go live the next time and ask questions that they're feeding to her, and she's like, I cannot do that. I don't want to do that. And Carrie's like, you need to do this. Like, I know you want to find out and help find, who did this to Jabari. Like, it's basically like you in too deep at this point. And her little dumb ass, like, why wouldn't you think to like go to your parents or somebody, go to Tariq and tell him? Like, nobody thinks to like go ask for help in these situations. Like, the fuck. So Kevin now thinks that Zeke got Kane to kill Ramirez for him. I'm like, this nigga's got a hard on for Zeke. Do you want to fuck Zeke? Or is he going after Zeke so hard because of the relationship that Zeke and Cara Dad had? And he's jealous because he still low-key got feelings for Cara Dad. And like I said, I feel like what happened between him and Cara Dad back in the day was that him and Cara Dad had a relationship with each other, an inappropriate relationship, and that she ended up cheating on him with Davis, and that's why him and Davis don't fucking get along. So it's a lot of murkiness going on there. So Kamal like, dude, stop focusing on Zeke and focus on Tariq. He is the focal point here. Like, Kamal got it, but Kevin is so gun-ho on Zeke. So he was like, look, we'll look into this shit. I bet. So he agrees to go and do what Kevin wants him to do. So then Monet visits Lorenzo in jail, and she telling him, that he got off. And he was like, see, I told you, just have faith. And she was like, yeah, you said just have faith. Like, this nigga didn't offer to help me. All you can offer me is some fucking faith, bitch. When I got a whole nigga out here offering me the world, and all you can offer me is faith, ho. Like, girl, I would have got up right then and there and said, you know what, fuck your big bald-headed ass up here looking like Uncle Fester, you bitch, you. So he gets a call from Sack, and he was like, well, now I need to take this. And she was like, dead ass? He was like, yeah. She was like, I know you fucking lied to have me driving all the way to fuck up here, and you gonna tell me you need to take a phone call, bitch? Oh, okay. Like, at that point, she was really done with his ass. So he gets on the phone with Sax and was like, I can tell you anything you want to know. Now, I don't know if he snitched or not, or did Sax just use whatever he found in that file to help him get out of jail or whatever. But I told y'all on this episode, on the mid-season finale, that Lorenzo was going to get out of jail, and I was correct on that. So Kevin tells Jenny at the bar about Kane and how he thinks that Zeke had Kane kill I keep on saying Ramirez, Jabari. So she was like, you're going to need more evidence than this, sis, because I just had a whole press conference saying that we was wrong about Zeke in the first place. So in order for me to go back and recant my words, I'm going to need hard evidence because you just made me look like a fool. So Sax pulls up to pick her up and sees them talking. And so he was like, who was that? And she was like, nobody, come on. But he peeping game like, who the fuck is this Kevin nigga? And what the fuck is going on here? Because he don't fucking like it. So Braden meets up with Kane to do the switch off for the product for Tariq. And Kane was like, I thought I told Diana to tell the little motherfucker he needed to be here. He was like, look, I just, do what I'm told. He was like, I thought y'all was partners. He was like, look, girl, ain't nobody got time for all that. So they do the little switch. But little do they know that Tariq is watching their every move because he used Lauren's car to follow them. And I was like, when does a nigga get a license? Okay. And Lauren that got the dick and is gone, baby. She is sprung, letting this nigga use her car already. God damn. He only hit it twice and now he using your car, bitch. God damn. So, Tariq then follows Kane back to Mecca's penthouse in the sky apartment or whatever and watches Kane go into the building. So then he take some videos and pictures and shit, and then his dumb ass decides to go even closer to the door to try to figure some shit out and ends up getting caught by Nuff. And so on the camera, Kane and Samurai Chef is watching, and Samurai Chef was like, you know him? And Kane looking like, no, I don't know him, lying or whatever, because he knows if he says yes, it's gonna fuck up everything with Mecca, and he can't fuck up again because he already fucked up once when he got followed by Guapo. So he can't look, incompetent again. So he was like, you sure you don't know him? He was like, I don't know that nigga. So Nuff was like, oh, okay, no, nobody know you around here. So he beats Tariq the fuck up. And I was like, Tariq, you need to take some boxing lessons. You need to fucking learn how to fight, nigga. You was raised by 3 of the hardest niggas in New York. Your daddy, Tommy, and Kanan, and you don't know how to throw a punch, nigga? Like, damn, my nigga. Learn how to fight, please. You can't be in this life and just get beat up all the goddamn time. So they let him loose, and he get back in the car huffing and puffing and shit. Tariq then takes his beat up ass to Monet house. Diana come rushing out the house. What happened to you? He was like, just get me in the house. Just get me in the house. Where's Monet? I need to talk to Monet. But we didn't even see what he said to Monet or nothing. Like, I guess Monet wasn't at home. So as they're walking up the steps, Drew gets dropped off by Everett, and Tariq peeping game like, wait a minute. Wait one motherfucking minute. Why is he getting dropped off by Everett? They ain't supposed to be fucking around no more. They still over here hitting dicks like they swords and shit. Ooh, I'm telling. And so Mecca and Samurai Chef and Nuff then questioned Kane about, whether or not he knew the dude that was at, the crib. They don't know that was Tariq. He said he like, no, I don't know him. He's, but he peeping game. Like, these niggas probably want to jump me. They probably about to do something. But he had staying firm that he don't know who dude is. But Mecca knows that he's lying. And the reason that he lets it slide is because of Monet, of course. So he was like, all right. And so the dude Nuff was like, that's it? You just gonna let him get off like that or whatever? And he was like, yeah. And so the dude steady going off. And then he gave Samurai Chef a look over the shoulder like, man, handle that shit. Next thing you know, Samurai Chef said, wah, and sliced that nigga throat, and he fell on the motherfucking table. And I was like, yeah, I want to fuck you and Samurai Chef at the same motherfucking time, bitch. Because I knew that motherfucking chef was that nigga. So Kane sitting there looking like, the fuck? This nigga is real live crazy. What the fuck have I gotten myself into? So Kane then picks up Tariq's phone, because I forgot to say that the Nuff dude took Tariq's phone. So he read the text message that the reminder message that Tariq has to go to court the next day for the court hearing for Yas. So Davis then goes to jail and visits his brother, who's played by Redman. He like, look, dude, I got Sax working on somebody's case that's much like yours, and if we get this shit popping and we get him off, I'm gonna have him do the same thing for you. And Redman was like, look, I'm good in here. Like, you sure you want to do that? He was like, yeah, I'm not going to have you in here. Like, I got to get you out. And Redman was like, and I can't have you in here. So it's obvious that Redman took the rap for something Davis did in the past. So he could, flourish and have his career as a lawyer because he had potential or whatever. And he was like, look, I'll take the fall for you. But they brothers and they love each other, which is a very interesting storyline because, Davis is a slimy snake. So at some point he's going to have his reckoning of getting caught for whatever happened between him and Redman in the past. So Tariq arrives late to his appointment for the apartment that he was looking at. Mind you, he arrived late, he arrived beat up, and he arrives in Lauren's car. And I'm like, how the fuck did Lauren get here? I know damn well that you ain't had my car all night and you couldn't come pick me up for this apartment meeting, and I had to catch an Uber? And you at my shit? And you couldn't even, like, writers, make this make sense. Make this make sense. This nigga couldn't even come pick her up. Where was he at all night in her car? Was he at Monet house? Why couldn't he go get her? Make that make sense that this girl met him there. Girl, bye. Ain't no dick that good, and Tariq really don't even look like he can fuck that good. Child, bye. So the lady was like, you late, and no. So she walks off. So Lauren then was like, look, I can help you, but like, this shit is crazy. So she ends up taking him to her brother's spot. She was like, I was gonna offer this to you in the first place. Her brother is in a halfway house now. So I was like, okie dokie. So they're not going to put Lauren on drugs. What they're going to do is Tariq is going to be using Lauren's brother's spot still. And he's going to use it as a stash spot. Watch. Lauren's brother is going to get out that halfway house. He's going to come back home. And somehow, some way, he's going to get hooked on Tariq's supply. And it's going to end back in rehab, or either he's going to overdose, die, something. Tariq is going to hide the shit from Lauren. Lauren's going to end up finding out that he was the cause of like her brother's death or some shit like that. And she's going to fucking turn on him. She's gonna fucking turn on him, like I said. So she questions him about Braden being happy Jabari died and the book being about him. He was like, look, the book was not about him. Jabari only wrote about black people anyway, not knowing that the whole time she's, wired or whatever. So Kamal and Kevin are outside in the van listening to the whole conversation. And Kamal put two and two together like, yo, Tariq is the motherfucking drug dealer. He is the one behind Ramirez's death probably and Jabari's death. So he was like, Kevin was like, I see what you're saying, but we gonna need more than just that. He was like, look, we got more than enough right now to go, look through his shit in his dorm room. So Kane gives Monet. Oh, and then when Tariq find out that old girl been wearing a wire, he really not gonna be able to trust her no more. Period. Because unless they make him as stupid as his daddy was when it came to Angela, which I hope the fuck they don't now that Courtney ain't the head writer over there no more. So Kane gives Monet Tariq's phone as she's calling it nonetheless, and goes off about her having him follow. He was like, I know what you was up to. I know you had him following me. Like, you never was gonna forgive me. You just been using me the whole time. This whole time I thought Tariq was the problem, but really you're the fucking problem. You're the goddamn mess here. He was like, so what am I to you, a soldier or your son? And she was like, both. And he was like, basically like, bitch, you a shitty ass motherfucking mama. Like, so what does that make you? And she's standing there looking stupid. And I was like, about time somebody cussed your ass out and said it, bitch. But somebody said this on Twitter and it made so much sense that Monet treats Zeke differently, not only because she gave him up and she feels guilty about that, but because she had him with the love of her life. He was made out of love. Whereas Drew, Diana, and Lorenzo Jr., I feel like she settled with Lorenzo. And so even though she loves her kids, that wasn't the life that she wanted for herself. She wanted the life with Dante, but it didn't work out the way that she hoped that it would. And then I have to say also to the whoever does the styling over there for Ghost, I needed for that makeup on the front of her turtleneck to be gone. Like, y'all didn't have backups. Like, it was all fucking makeup right here on her turtleneck. Like, nobody caught that? Okay. So, Tariq goes to court, fly as fuck, looking like his daddy. Monet stops him, pulls up on him, tells him get in the car. She got another gun on her ass, threatening to kill his ass. And she was like, you know what? You failed. You got caught. And now, since you failed once again, I got to make you hurt because you keep on playing with me. So I'm going to make you miss your little sister's court hearing because you need to know that I'm in power. And so he was like, look, I did what you told me to do. I know the dude name is Mecca. I can get you his address. She was like, nah, that's not good enough. So Tariq tells her, you know what? You not in control. Because you need me just as much as I need you, sis. Because Kane was the one that switched to coke for sugar just to get back in your good graces. Drew still fucking Everett, even though you told him the fuck not to, and after he told on y'all to the motherfucking cops. And Diana stole your motherfucking money. I was like, God damn, he done told on everybody, including Diana, which lets you really know that he don't give a fuck about Diana. So that's why I'm like, when he find out about Lauren, is he really gonna give a fuck about Lauren too? I really hope that they go with what I have in my mind would be a great storyline for him to choose Lauren over Diana and realize he made the biggest mistake ever and it's too late. And Diana is like, fuck you. And he really has to work hard at winning Diana's love and trust. Because her little Pope feeling is gonna be so, hurt when she found out he snitched on her. So Monet is like, damn, everybody has been fucking getting one over me. I do need this little nigga. So she let him out the car. Tariq runs into the court building. He is like a minute late. The judge is like, girl, late. I'm like, bitch, he was only a minute late. Shut up. So when she sees his appearance, she was like, hell no, I'm not giving this little girl to him. And he too young. But Tariq pleads his case and is granted temporary custody of Yas, even though Granny is over there crying. So he promises Yas that no, I'm sorry. So Kamal and the cop search Tariq's room. At first they don't find nothing, but then they find Ramirez's badge. But my thing is, come on, people. Put two and two together. Why would somebody kill somebody and put their badge in their drawer? Just a dead man's badge. Come on now. Come on now, like who's gonna keep memorabilia? Like I know some killers do that, but come on, people, really? All right. So Monet tells Dante on the rooftop, that she needs a fresh start. Like, cause these kids is getting over on me. Like, I'm tired. Like, I can't take this no more. And so he finally looking like, you came over to the wild side. Yes, sir. And so he was like, now can I meet Zeke? And she was like, look, let me just talk to my kids. But then, yes, you can meet them. And he gives her a kiss, baby. And Mary gave him that stiff ass kiss back. I'm like, Mary, bitch, you got this fine ass motherfucking man in front of you. You better tongue that nigga the fuck down, bitch. I'll be trying to make that nigga my new nigga. Fuck that. She was so stiff. Like, come on, Mary, get into it. She tried putting her hand on the back of his head, but I was like, girl, get into it. Like, I'd be humping on that man's leg. He'd be so tired of me. So then Tariq tells Yaz that he's gonna set up the apartment, and then she come home. She's like, I trust you, Tariq. And I was like, girl, you ain't coming home. You never coming home. So he goes back to school and sees cops everywhere, and him and Brayden link eyes. Brayden's like, nigga. And so right before he figures shit out, Kamal and them arrest his ass. Everybody looking at him like, I knew he wasn't shit no way. He's embarrassed as shit. Lauren calls out to him, Tariq, and Carrie's like, let him go. It's what he deserves. Girl, shut up. I'll be glad when she get hers while sitting up here fucking everybody. So Davis gets a phone call. We don't know who the phone call is from, though. At first, I thought it had something to do with Tariq, but then I guess I was wrong. Tariq then gets called out of his jail cell to go talk to his lawyer, and it's the conservator there, and the conservator was like, look, I was told to give you this. So he gives him a folder. He was like, I was told to give you this in case you ever was arrested or arrested for a homicide, and it's from your father. And he was like, I really wish that I never had to give this to you. So Tariq is just stone faced. He goes back into the cell. He opens up the paper. He reads the letter, and it's a one sentence note from Ghost that said, I knew you'd end up here, little nigga, right where you belong. That would make me rejoice and tap dance on Satan's grave that I killed your ass, because no way would you say some shit like that to me from beyond the grave, you bitch, you. Or even if he was alive, that's what you would have gave me. Even before he killed him, this is what you wished for me, like as your son. Like, you never gave a fuck about me. Never gave a fuck about me. And I'm shocked that the writers made that choice for Ghost to say that to him. Because before Tariq even killed him, this is what you put in your will for me to have? Like, that's pretty fucked up. Like, you didn't give a fuck about me. Ever. So now, it makes me feel a valid reason why I killed your bitch ass. Like, fuck you. And that, for me, it just made Ghost's character even more vile and disgusting, and made me hate his character even more. Like, I guess it was savage as fuck, but it wasn't a good savage. It was just like a ew savage. I don't know if as a writer I would have done that. What y'all think about it? Let me know down below in the comment section. So then Monet returns home, preparing herself to tell the kids that we moving on up, and I got new dick, and I got an extra kid that y'all thought was y'all cousin this whole time. But as she's walking to the house, she heard laughter and Spanish being spoken, and she like, I know you motherfucking lying. I know you are lying. She walks into the house to see Lorenzo sitting at the head of the table in a tracksuit. Looking country and shit. So he got on the same outfit that he had on when he got locked up, baby. So he must have got locked up in the 90s or some shit. So she looking like, and so Drew was like, Mom, why you ain't tell us Dad was coming home? Is this why you been acting so weird? And she was like, yeah, yeah, sure is. And she looking like, you gotta be fucking lying. Just when I was about to sit on this new dick. But you still can, bitch. Make her kill his ass real quick and good for you. So Yasmine is back in foster care at the end of this episode, child, because it's obvious she ain't going home with Tariq. Granny gone back to rehab. Tariq in jail, child. Lorenzo back home in an ugly tracksuit. Monet stuck between two dicks. And Tasha somewhere out here making music with nasty bitches. That shit is funny to me. I got that from off of Twitter. Child cheese. This was, I will say that outside of, you know, the things that I did not like about this episode, it was a solid episode. It was very, the last 10 minutes were very good. Kind of really sad to see Tariq end up in jail with a suit on, looking exactly like his daddy. Um, but overall it was a really good episode, you know, minus a few, you know, things that I was like, really, writers, come on, get it together. Overall, I give the mid-season finale of Ghost a B plus. A B plus. I'll give it a B plus. Let me know what you guys thought down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell button. And you guys, make sure you check out my film Paper Heart on Tubi right now. Love you guys. Bye.